What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are new here, my name's Samantha and I like to do videos on a whole bunch of stuff. So if you guys like stuff like that, go ahead and subscribe down below and let's get into the video. So as you can see by the title, this video is going to be tips and tricks on how I deal with my anxiety. And the first thing that I have to say is it's very important to sit in your anxiety and to really feel those emotions. So if there is anything that I can tell anyone, this is, in my opinion, the most important thing. Feel your emotions, sit in the anxiety, and once you get to a point where you're ready to move on, do something small that makes you feel good. So maybe that is going for a run, maybe that is going for a shower, maybe that's washing your hair, maybe that's watching a show on Netflix, cuddling with your animals. Do anything that's going to kind of get you in that serotonin mindset. So hugging animals, petting animals, seeing babies, that's going to kind of change and shift your mood pretty instantly, and it will be a lot easier to kind of move on the scale up, if you will, from being anxious to less anxious. The next thing I have is making sure that you move your body. This is super important. If things like going on a run don't make you happy or don't excite you, then think about other things like yoga or low impact cardio or going for a walk, dancing around in your house or shaking in your house, because that is a thing. Shaking is something that helps us release our emotions, and that's why people say movement is one of the best ways to kind of move your emotions and your feelings, and moving the energy not just around your body but out of your body, the things that don't serve you. Anything that you can to move your body will help release endorphins in your body that will help change the mood that's going on in your mind. So work on moving your body. I suggest as early as possible throughout the day so you can kind of reap the benefits of those endorphins being released throughout the whole day. So the next thing I have for you guys is make sure that you are drinking enough water. This is so important and I think super underestimated, because dehydration can cause a lot of anxiety, but anxiety that you're not really aware of. Maybe you're feeling some fogginess, or maybe you're just feeling not well. Maybe your body isn't feeling the best. Maybe you have a headache. Those can all be signs of dehydration, and I just think, in my opinion, I feel best and it is easier for me to be less anxious when I'm drinking more and feeling more hydrated. My favorite thing to do with water is to kind of spice it up a little bit if I'm feeling a little bit bored as well. So I like to throw some lemon in there, some fruits, different types of herbs. That for me is a great way to kind of mix it up and keep me interested in my water. So the next thing that's super important is changing your scenery. So if you're stuck inside all day like I am, go outside for a walk. If you're in an office, go outside for a break, chill, have a little relaxing time out in the fresh air if you can. Just change the scenery. So if you're working from home, maybe go to a cafe or go to a restaurant, whatever works for you. It's also super important to treat yourself. Okay, so treating yourself is very, very important whenever you're feeling anxious or coming out of an anxious episode, because this just kind of keeps the shift of the positive mindset, of the serotonin, of the endorphins going in the right direction. So maybe you go get your nails done, your eyelashes, your eyebrows, whatever makes you feel good, go ahead and treat yourself to that and do that. Another thing that really helps with anxiety for me personally is being present with my food. So if I'm having a super anxious day and nothing is helping, nothing from this list is helping, the best thing that I can do for myself is sitting with the TV off in complete silence, focusing on my food and taking super deep breaths every time that I'm taking a bite. Not only deep breaths, make sure that you're chewing your food fully. I like to count to 33 if it's possible, if food doesn't go down my throat by then. If you can count to 33 while you're chewing your food, you've done a good job for your gut. You've made it easier for your body to digest, and you overall are focusing on your digestion, and you're not so worried about all the other things that are going on in your brain. If you are feeling anxious and none of these things are helping, and you're just kind of like, ugh, Sam, I can't do any of these things right now. I don't even have the energy for that. That's okay. Take a nap. If you have the ability, if you're not, you know, having to take care of children or work, take a nap. Seriously, take a nap. But the most important thing before you take that nap, make sure that you tell yourself, this nap will be the clearing nap of all anxiety. So it'll look something like this. You're laying in bed, you're ready to go to sleep, and you're saying, Sam, when you wake up from this nap, you will be fully clear of all anxiety, and you will feel the best that you've ever felt. Whether it is true or not, you don't know. So you better believe that, because you want that to be true. And honestly, I have felt so much better after waking up. It's kind of like a fresh start. It's kind of just like starting the day over, and you're like, okay, I'm done with this day. I'm gonna move on to the next. Let me just go to sleep, wake back up. Even if it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, it doesn't matter. Take a nap. Tell yourself that when you wake up, the anxiety will be gone. The anxiety will be gone. It should be gone. I know that a lot of people have talked about dealing with anxiety and journaling, and this is just, for me, something so obvious. And if you are feeling anxious, put your feelings on paper, okay? Paper or a notepad, or when I say notepad, I mean on your iPad. Who has iPads now? On your phone or your laptop. This is just so important, because it just kind of gets everything out of the brain. So it's kind of like a brain dump. Do a brain dump, get everything out onto paper, explain to yourself why you're feeling anxious and why it's okay to let go of that. This, for me, I felt has been super helpful, especially when I'm feeling overly anxious about certain things that are going on in my life that I can't change. So there are things that I'm anxious about, like my career, and things that I can focus on and I can change. But, you know, things that are outside of me, like, you know, my parents or my sibling or my boyfriend's family, anything that is outside of me that I cannot change, I just brain dump it, journal it, explain to myself that it's something that I can't change, and move on. Because it's just like, I've gotten it out, now I need to move on. No need to be anxious about it anymore. So I think that's everything that I have for you guys. I know that this video has been all over the place, and I really hope you guys enjoyed. I would love to do more videos like this in the future, so if you did like it, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below telling me what you would like me to do next, any how-tos, any tips, tricks, or just anything that you would like me to talk about. I'd be happy to talk about. So thank you guys again so much for watching. It was so lovely to be here. You really helped me with my anxiety today, so thank you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye. But also chewing your food, not only deep breaths, but breaths. Not only taking deep breaths. Why does that feel so weird to say? If you can count to 33 while you're chewing your food, you've done a good job for your gut. You've made it easier for your body.